I'm so excited about this video right now. So excited. Guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I am like literally so beyond excited for today's video. I just got inspired by this out of nowhere and I'm so excited. I just wrote all these tips down. I'm so excited to share them with you guys. But if you just randomly stumbled across this video, hi, hello, my name is Carter. What is up? I am 21, I'm from Canada, and I'm an equestrian college lifestyle YouTuber, and I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and join our little family. And if you are an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. Anyways, today's video is gonna be kind of like a show tips on a budget, or how to afford showing on like a college budget, just tips to keep showing at a cheaper cost, because in the last 6 years of owning a horse and like paying for everything myself, I've definitely come across some shortcuts and some tips and tricks, and honestly, why would I not share them with you guys, you know? So I wrote down some of my top tips and tricks, so sit back, relax, grab a tea, a coffee. I have a smoothie. It looks disgusting, but it's delicious, I promise you guys. And grab a notebook, a pen and paper. Grab a notebook, a pen and paper. If you just want to sit here and listen, go for it. I honestly think we should just hop right into it. Let's go roll the show tips on a budget. So I just kind of wrote these down on my phone. So first one is keep the tack simple, guys. And this is like kind of just a general tip too. You don't need a new saddle pad every time you show. You don't need a new show jacket. You don't need a new pair of breeches. Literally just make do with what you have. I understand in some circumstances this might not be okay. Like, you know, if I were to go and do a hunter show right now, I would not wear white breeches. But just try and keep it simple. Just stop telling yourself you need a new saddle pad every time you show, or you need a new pair of breeches, or you need a new show shirt, or like all those things, you know, because you really don't. You can totally make do with what you have. Obviously there's times where things are gonna rip and white saddle pads get stained by black saddles very easy. But in that case, if you do need to buy something, try and buy it secondhand. Guys, there are so many tack groups you can join. You can buy tack for so cheap. It's ridiculous. So if you need something, try and buy it secondhand. The only time I will ever like spoil myself or like treat myself is if I don't know, like I did a whole show season and I made to champs. I'd be like, okay, Carter, if you get good enough scores and you qualify for champs, you can buy yourself a new saddle pad or a new show jacket or something like that. You know, make it kind of like a goal to get to. But you really don't need new stuff every time you show. Just miss you will thank me. But it's very hard because everyone around us is like, oh my God, I'm showing next weekend. I need to go get a new saddle pad. You don't, but you can make do with what you have, or you can borrow something from a friend or someone at your barn. There's always someone willing to help you out. And yeah, first tip. Second tip, cut costs wherever you can. And I don't mean like in a dangerous way. Like, let's keep it super safe here, but you don't always have to trailer with your barn. A lot of barns I know have like a barn trailer and they will trailer you to shows, and generally it ends up being a little bit more expensive than if you were to trailer on your own. So ask around, find a friend, borrow a trailer if you can drive. That's what I'm planning on doing this summer, is just renting trailers because my dad has a truck. Or finding someone you know. I have a couple people I know that trailer and I will always ask them because they tend to be a little bit cheaper. So that's one way to cut costs. Next one is, if it's like a multiple day show, do you need to go to all days? No. Do you need to trailer in overnight and stay overnight? No, probably not. Unless you're doing a big like 4-day dressage festival or something. You don't, you know, you can sacrifice paying for that overnight stall by just getting up a few hours earlier in the morning. And I understand, I guess, if the trailer person doesn't want to, but like if it's a thing about you, girl, just get up 2 hours earlier and trailer in and not have to pay for overnight boarding at a barn. You know what I mean? So that's one way to cut costs. If it's like a 2 or 3 day show, I'll only just go for 1 day or so. The next one is schooling shows are cheaper than rated shows. I know some people just like to do rated shows. That's fine. If I had the money, I would. But, you know, if it's beginning your show season and you're just going to a show just to get out there, maybe consider doing a schooling show instead of a rated show. If it's your first one and you're like, I'm just gonna go out, see how it goes. Girl, go do a schooling show, and it's so much cheaper. And then you'll see how your horse is off property, and then you can do the rated shows, you know? I always feel like if I had the money, I would always start my year off with a schooling show, you know, just cause. So yeah, basically just try and cut costs wherever you can safely, please. We don't want to put anyone's life or anything in jeopardy. 3 is don't overdo it on classes. This is something I was notorious for when I was younger. When I did schooling shows, I literally wanted to do every single class there was. Like group classes, halter classes, flat classes. Like I would pay and just do like 16 classes. Okay, that's exaggerating. Maybe like 10. And like I just did it for a 50-cent ribbon. Like no, just go for the classes you want to do. Yeah, add an extra class every once in a while, that's fine. But you don't need to do like every equitation class, every flat class, every dressage test, you know? Stick within your realm, stick with your like level. So like for me, if I'm gonna take Ollie to a show this year, I'm gonna do training level. Maybe one walk trot test, but like I'm not gonna go damper in first level. I'm not gonna go do an equitation on the flat class. I'm just gonna stick with my tests because honestly, horses get tired out, you get tired out, you get stressed. It's a money-sucking vortex. Just do the classes you need to do. Once in a while, it's fun to like play around in like the equitation ring or the hunting ring or the jump ring if you're a dressage rider. But you don't need to do it every time, and you just need to do the classes. Like you just really are there to do the classes that you thrive in. Because from my experience, when I'm doing classes that like I've never done stuff before, they're never as rewarding, you know, as the ones you've trained for. So keep that in mind. Just don't overdo it on classes. Go and do your classes. Maybe add one fun one, but you don't need to do 10. Staying local shows, schooling shows are just as good. I kind of already mentioned this earlier, and I understand it's a big thing to go to rated shows, but like I said, if you're just starting off at the beginning of show season and you're like just going to a rated show just to see how your horse is, just take them to a schooling show. Stay local, cheaper, trailering's gonna be cheaper, everything's gonna be cheaper. If you have a baby horse that's green and you're not really sure how well they're gonna do at rated shows or if they're even gonna do good, take them to a few schooling shows first. That way, no disappointment, no expectations. You pay a lot less if it doesn't go well. You don't feel as bad. I guess you could work off expenses. If you work for your barn and like they're offering to trailer you and stuff, you could always offer to work off those expenses, but it's kind of hard when you're going to a show. But I guess if you trailer with your barn, you can always try and work off that expenses by doing stalls or something. Next is trailer pooling. Try and coordinate if you have friends or someone even you know, like anyone in the horse community is going to a show. Try and trailer with them. It's always a bit cheaper if you can find someone to go with. Sometimes you can even just like split the cost down the middle with them. So that's a big tip, is see if anyone from your barn is going, and if not, see if anyone in your area is going, and if the trailer is willing to make a stop, because it usually ends up being a lot cheaper if you can find someone to go along with. And actually, fun fact, that's how Emily and I became best friends, guys. I messaged her and asked her if she wanted to go to a show with me, and so maybe you'll make some unexpected best friends out of it. Who knows? Next is bring your own food and drinks. Oh, I cannot stress this one enough, guys. My mom has raised me like this all the time. Wherever we go, she brings snacks and food, and you know, when you're a kid, you're like really embarrassed about it, but now I'm so thankful. My mom is the plug when it comes to horse shows. She's got like she's got juice boxes, she's got coffee, she's got donuts, she's got granola bars, she's got like a 5-course meal in our car when we're showing. It's amazing. Anyone that's come to show with my mom knows that. Amazing. It's so cheap. I get it, you know, sometimes you just really need a coffee or you need a breakfast sandwich, but try and bring your own food, especially when it's hot. You can bring like popsicles in a cooler and stuff, and it just I mean, someone like me that has stomach problems, that has like IBS and stuff, I don't really like to F around with food that I haven't cooked, so I personally like to bring my own food. Plus in the summer, it's just so nice because you can bring freezies and popsicles and ice cream and cold drinks and Gatorade, and it's awesome. Literally, when you go to a horse show, a sandwich is like $10. I'm sorry, but that's like 1/4 of the saddle pad that you want to buy at the beginning of this video. You know what I'm saying? Think smart. Bring your own food and drink. It saves you money. Just do it. Just try it, please. I promise you. Bayous, I already covered that. Don't overdo it on the grooming, okay? Make do with what you got. I have a white horse, so I kind of understand, like, sometimes you really need some, what's that stuff called? Quick blue? You know that stuff I'm talking about that makes your horse really white? You know, you need that. But like, girl, you don't need a 7th show sheen. Make do with the one you got. Don't overdo it on the grooming. You just need the essentials. Don't get sucked into the vortex of like needing 6 different coat shines, you know? Just remember, the things that are free are presentation. That sounded so cheesy, but it's so true, guys. You have brushes and stuff, you know, the best thing you can do is make your horse look nice. That is really what matters. You know, you don't need the nicest tack. Nobody is going to notice whether your bridle's $400 or $100 unless it's literally falling apart. Nobody's going to notice. Like, as long as it's cleaned up, like, no one knows that my dressage saddle is used and was $400. Nobody knows that because they clean it up nice. Nobody knows that my riding boots, well, you could probably tell now, my riding boots were $50 off a used Facebook group, and they're 2 sizes too big, and I wear 2 pairs of socks with them because I clean them up nice enough that nobody notices, you know? Just remember, presentation is key. If you clean stuff up nice, no one will know. It's all about your abilities. I'm really talking with the hands today. It's all about your ability. No one cares if you have the nicest tack, I promise you. Nice tack does not make you a better rider. I'm just being brutally honest, okay? And then the last one is my favorite tip. Make a monthly budget. We all know I'm about the budgets. if you make yourself a monthly budget, you can see where your money is going. You can see how much money you can put aside to show. It'll really help you figure out, like, you know, can I show schooling? Can I show rated? Can I show in between? What can I do? How many shows can I do in a show season? So we love budgets. If you guys want me to specifically do like a show budget, I'd love to do that for you guys. Let me know and I'll show you guys kind of how I can afford to show and how I make a budget simply for showing and horse things. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys did. Give it a big thumbs up if you guys did enjoy. Comment down below any of your favorite pointers for like showing on a budget. I would love to know, or what your favorite tip was. Share it with me. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and hit the bell notification so you never miss out on a video. And I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye!